Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here, and welcome back to another episode of the Southampton Career Mode. Getting right into a press conference, we have our first question from Lionel, and I'm not actually able to show this in the comments bar down below because it's too long, but I'll sum it up for you guys. And he basically addressed some rumors coming in about Sofiane Boufal. He's not happy about his current role in the team, and he's not happy with me playing him out of position. So rumors have started to come in that he's becoming homesick, and some clubs from Ligue 1 are expecting to put in transfer bids during the upcoming transfer window. I'm not sure what it means for us and Sofiane Boufal. Maybe we have to think about selling our star player and looking to improve him with another star player. Let me know what you guys think about it. Should we sell Sofiane Boufal at some point in this career mode? Our second question is also an important one, and it has to do with a player that stepped up big in Season 1. The player, of course, I am talking about is Jay Rodriguez, and we haven't been giving him too much time as a starting player for us in Season 2, and I think that's purely a result of bringing in more attackers such as Kevin Volland into the team. Maybe I'll look to give him more starts, but I think he's happy and content as an impact substitute, and if he comes in and has a monstrous game where he scores a hat trick, then I'll keep on playing the players that are in form. Our final comment is completely aside from the career mode, but it has to do with all this face on my hair, and yes, I am taking part in Movember, where you grow out the beard or your mustache, whatever you like to do, for the month of November to help spread awareness about men's health. I think it's an important cause, and it's one that I am looking forward to take part in doing. That'll be all the press conference questions for today, but if you guys do want to get involved in the next one, go ahead and drop a question in the comment section below, but let's push on with the career mode. We do have some interesting fixtures in today's episode. Starting things off right away with the match against Spurs. They dominated us every single chance they had last season. They eventually went on to win the Premier League title. They're not off to the best start this season, but obviously they're going to be a difficult test. Then midweek, we do have a fixture in the EuroLeague. We're off to a great start in that competition. I'd love to keep it going against Lech Poznan. As we get into October, we'll get into a squad report and an update on the player training and rounding out the episode with the match against Hull City. I feel like things are noticeably different in this Southampton team for Season 2. We've got a number of new players into the side, and just looking through our starting 11, we have the likes of Kevin Volland, Kovalenko at center attacking mid, and Schneiderlin at center defensive mid. I think if we can win the midfield battle today, we can win this game. Spurs all the way down in 11th place. However, they do have 9 points out of 5 games, which is not a bad run of form. And then converting over to their starting 11, we've known for some time that they sold off Harry Kane to Manchester United, and it looks like they've replaced him with another big man striker in Romelu Lukaku. Already it's a good start to the game. Dusan Tadic looking to find Sofiane Boufal, who has had rumors coming in that he will be off to Ligue 1 at the end of this season, but he's off to a great start in this game already. Getting a shot on Hugo Lloris, and we get a corner kick out of it. We'll whip this one in to the area and see if someone can win the header. Ruben Semedo trying to get there, and I think that will be another corner kick. This time we'll take it short and see if Sofiane can make something happen. He's got a player inside. This will be Kevin Volland, passing it once again to Schneiderlin. It gets taken away by Victor Wanyama, and you can see how pressing Spurs are going to play. I figured this would happen going into the game, but now seeing it in action, it's a completely different story. Did not see that goal coming. Heung-min Son, the number 7 for Tottenham, just blast that goal by Fraser Forster. And I think, of all of Forster's strength, you have to think that guarding against long shots has to be one of his better ones. But Son with an absolute cracker right there. Good tackle by Morgan Schneiderlin. He has some room to run. Instead, he'll play it through to Kevin Volland and easily collected by Benedict Howades. Hugo Lloris with the ambitious clearance, and you can see how much Kevin Volland wants to get a goal in this game. He wants to prove himself to all the fans here today at St. Mary's, and I'm hoping he gets it done. Some good build-up right now. Kevin Volland trying to get by Benedict Howades, and a good tackle by the German. Finding Christian Eriksen now, the Danish international player, to Eric Lamela. Now Victor Wanyama back to Eriksen. The back heel to Lamela. The passing play from Spurs is still one of the best that I've seen out of any Premier League team. And the shot was well saved by Fraser Forster. It was Victor Wanyama pushing up from the center defensive mid position. And that kind of sums up how Spurs do play. They bring up their center defensive mid. So, if we can get them on the counterattack, we can score. There we go. Playing to the left side this time, and Bertrand keeping it inbounds. He'll look to cross this one in. Can Kevin Volland win the header? He does! And the shot was wide. I don't know if Hugo Lloris had that covered. Finally, some good play, and it's Kovalenko looking to go cross-body, and that is in the top left-hand corner. What a finish by Kovalenko, and what a superb season he has had in his first one at Southampton. I said in the comments section of a couple of videos that I think he will be our top goal scorer this year, and if he keeps playing like that, it will happen. We were sluggish to start off the game, but we were promising toward the end of the first half, putting together 4 shots, one of which on target, and roughly even with Spurs on the possession. If we keep pulling forward that momentum that we had towards the end, we can go on and win this game. There's Ruben Semedo starting the attack for us, and Kevin Volland asking for it. We'll see if he can outrun the defender, and I think he has him beat. But what a clearance by Benedict Howard. He needed to step up big, and that he did. We do win a throw-in, though. And Aguirre playing it to Buffal, now to Ward-Prowse, and Kovalenko, the goal scorer from earlier, finds Dusan Tadic using a Berber spin to cut inside, and the Spurs defense, they are swarming. It's a big tackle in the midfield, and Ward-Prowse could set up Kovalenko, the back heel, looking for Kevin Volland, and Spurs are forced to play it back to Hugo Lloris and start the attack once again. They brought on Ander Herrera among Jordan Henderson. They've made some interesting signings in this career mode. We'll see if it pays off for him. About 20 minutes left to go in this game. We've yet to make a substitution. Now's the time to do it. And Dusan Tadic will be the first player I take off. We do have a number of left mid options. Rodriguez and Jordan Ibe will put Jordan Ibe at the left mid position. Jay Rodriguez calling on him to play striker for us. And the last substitution, I think it will be Ward-Prowse coming off and Højbjerg coming on. Not many attacks left in this one, but Fraser Forster trying to distribute it. Does not do so successfully, and Christian Eriksen now playing it over to Eric Lamela. Good tackle by Højbjerg, and we'll get the attack going from the back. It's Morgan Schneiderlin getting around one Spurs defender, keeping it in bounds. And if we can find a couple options, this could be a goal-scoring opportunity. Jay Rodriguez over to Buffal, now to Aguirre. He's got plenty of pace on him, and he could loft in a cross. He'll do so now, gets taken out in the process. Ref, that should have been a pen. We might have a little bit left in us. Jordan Ibe leading the attack, and the ref is letting us play on. We'll let him keep dribbling. Now cut it inside. Someone got taken out in the process, and Eric Lamela making the crucial interception there at the end. They just need to clear it, and they nearly made a mess of it. Jordan Henderson finally getting away, and the ref calls for full time. We will take a draw against Spurs. They're one of the Premier League's best teams. I would say even despite them being in 11th place right now. We'll take a look at these match stats, and they have to be relatively even. You have to think, had Spurs not scored that wonder goal towards the start, we would have won this game. As for the man of the match, no surprise, Kovalenko got it with an 8.4 rating. I can only think we're in a positive place after that close match with Tottenham, and I feel ready for this EuroLeague fixture. As for the team management, practically every player in our starting 11 is one that wouldn't usually feature in the starting 11. This is important for us. I want to make sure that everyone on this team does get some play time, including Thierry Ambrose and including Jay Rodriguez, who you guys have been telling me in the comment section to get more play time to. Lech Poznan are not off to the best start in the EuroLeague, having lost their first match to Hertha Berlin. As for their starting 11, I can't say I'm too familiar with their players, but they look like a physical side, and we know what physical teams can do to us. Nathan Dyer in a foot race with the Lech Poznan defender, and you know who's going to win this one. It's Dyer, looking to play this one inside, finds Stepanak, should have played the through ball, but now the Lech Poznan defenders have caught up. It's Højbjerg, needs to fire off the shot eventually. He was able to do so, but now Salih Uçan, the finesse shot is a decent one. The follow-up by Højbjerg, who we initially wanted to get the shot off with, does end up in the back of the net, and we're off to a good start in this game. Finally, the goals seem to be flowing in for us. We've been in a bit of a goal drought, and it's good to see that end. There we go, some nice build-up play, and we have the runner on the left. We'll just look to bang this one with Stepanak, and man, I want to score him another goal. I think everyone here remembers the debut he had in his first game, of course. He scored 2 goals for us, and I really have yet to use him consistently. And now Jay Rodriguez on the corner kick duties. Went to PA, and that's out for another corner kick, actually. I went out for a goal kick, but here we go again. Lofting it in. It's Thierry Ambrose to rise up, and we'll have to get it next time. No complaints from me as of yet. Our defensive partnership in Jose Font and Yoshida has been fantastic so far. Pickford hasn't even been tested, and our attack is scoring goals. We'll keep it going for the next 45. Here's Salih Uçan, nearly scored a goal earlier on, and I think he has to be the most unlucky player in Southampton history. He's got all the stats to succeed. He just can't seem to do so, but I still have faith in him. You know, he does make an impact on every single game he does play. But here is Nathan Dyer getting bodied by a couple of defenders. Doesn't have too many options, but he finds Rodriguez looking to bang it. And I think that will be collected by the goalkeeper. Actually, it's still Jay Rodriguez. And we'll get it to the edge of the 18. Now Stepanak to Sally Uchan, has Ambrose, and he gets taken out in the process. Actually, it was Nathan Dyer, and we win a penalty kick. Jay Rodriguez has the best penalty stats, and I trust him more than any other player on the pitch. So we'll start his run up and bang this one to the right. Hopefully, the keeper dives the wrong direction. And again, the penalty kicks have been woeful. Oh, please don't tell me that penalty kick is going to be the difference maker. Pickford needs to come up big. Actually, I think that might be Junior Hoylett. He puts it wide. And I had no idea Hoylett was playing for Lech Poznan. About 25 minutes left in this one. We'll get some changes going. And I want to give a big man striker in Sam Gallagher an opportunity to shine in this game. We'll try Kevin Volland at a different position than what he usually plays. We'll try him at right mid. And finally, Højbjerg will be coming off. Romeu, a fan favorite, coming on. There goes Volland again. He has made the difference in this game since being brought on as a substitute. He'll hold it up and play it in the middle. It's Sally Uchan to score. I'm so happy for him to get that goal because he does deserve it well and truly. We get that 2-0 lead, and that should wrap it up. Well, I said the game was wrapped up, and here go Lech Poznan conceding a goal by Pickford. And, you know, well and truly, he's played great this game, and so has our defense. But here is one of the areas where we have relapsed. And just a couple of lucky through balls, and he gets it, I think maybe even nutmegging Pickford. Despite the late comeback in this one, we were still victorious and pick up the full 3 points. Player ratings-wise, it did go to Ivan Stepanak, making a case that I should start him more. With it being the start of the month, we'll get into a squad report, and Jordan Pickford has now surpassed Fraser Forster in his market value. I think soon enough he'll be our starting keeper, and with the results he's been putting in, I think he's truly making the case for that. And just a general consensus on the squad report, we have a lot more players increasing than decreasing. We kind of went out with the old and in with the new, and as a result, I'm pretty happy about how we're sitting in terms of our team and in terms of our player growth. Our new signings have also been fantastic in how they played and how they have done in their player training so far. Not too many changes to the player training for this month. I'm still giving our 2 Youth Academy players and Jordan Pickford slots, but I want to train up Kovalenko. He's been the standout player this season, and I want to help him progress as much as possible. We do have our final scouting report from Morocco, so if you guys are interested, you can go ahead and leave some criteria and countries for me to scout during the next session. I'll be sure to do so in the next episode. And right away, we do have a player to sign up, a 68 to 94 potential one. We'll see if we can get another one, a 72 to 94, and the last one being a 69 to 94. Hull City will be our final opponents today, and I decided to go with their away kit and our home kit because I don't want too many stripes. That can get confusing for me and also for you guys watching from home. Starting 11-wise, we got a fully rested team. This should be a routine game for us. Hull City have among the fewest points so far in the Premier League season, and looking at their starting 11, I don't think there's much of a question why that's the case. Here's Kovalenko, waiting for this run to be made. Oh, we had the player in the middle. What a golden opportunity for us to get the first goal in the game, but we'll have to keep on playing. You know, I'm not going to discredit Kovalenko too much because he's been the man in form for us, and I don't want to hurt his morale. Some serious pressure being applied, and Sofiane Boufal playing it to Kovalenko, and now Kevin Volland's going to slot it away. About time he gets a goal in this episode. He had plenty of chances to do it, but we get that lead with 37 minutes past. A tidy little first half for us, nothing too exciting, but a great defensive performance, and that is where champions are born. If we can keep on playing like this, we could be contenders for Premier League champions. Tadic will find Bertrand, tons of space for him to run, and a look to Lofton across. It's a good one as well. And Kevin Volland not messing around in this game. That is a brace for him. And he seems to be firing up the cylinders and maybe even getting on a good run of form. This is the kind of faith that I wanted to put into him because I know he has the talent. I've used him before and I had some great experience with him. So I'm glad to see him performing finally. I wouldn't mind if we added on a third goal. And Kevin Volland trying his best to do so. Playing it inside. It's Kovalenko. Just could finesse this one, and a defender getting in the way. We'll still send in the cross, and Sofiane Boufal almost made a chance out of nothing. Luckily for Hull City, they get it cleared. With an established lead, we'll make our 2 final substitutions, Dusan Tadic being one of those players, being brought off and Jay Rodriguez being brought on. Looking at who else we have available to us, I think Kovalenko can get some rest, and Jake Hesketh getting some play time at center attacking mid. Oh, Hesketh has played through Kevin Volland. If he can just get it on his preferred left foot, this needs to be a finish. And the finesse shot is in the back of the net. Kevin Volland has came back with some of the biggest redemption I've seen so far this season, scoring 3 goals at number 31. What a performance today. What a way to close out today's episode. I know Hull City are not the best of teams, but whenever a player steps up at such a high level like Kevin Volland did today with a 10.0 rating, it just makes me so happy. But guys, that will wrap things up for today's episode of the Southampton Crew Mode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. Subscribe if you are new around here. And if you're interested, I do have links to my socials down in the description below. But until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.